Hello, this is Chasing Health and Longevity. My name is Mike Davis. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about the Zen Water System. Now, since I started my health and longevity journey with the 75 Hard program, I started drinking a lot of water. Well, it really taught me to stay on top of water, drink water every single day. I drink at least 1 ounce of water for every 2 pounds of body weight. So I'm still drinking about 125 ounces of water per day. I obsess about getting the most quality out of my water. And I'm going to talk more about water in another episode, but for this video, I really want to focus on the Zen Water System, as this is the one that I chose to purchase for my personal use. Also, with a good water system, I will no longer need to buy bottled water, tossing plastic bottles in the trash that end up in landfill. So choosing a good water filtration and purification and enhancement system is really a must for me. So here's a quote that I want to share with you from the Zen website, telling me that this is the system I need to buy and really where I should put my money. At Zen Water, nature and technology come together as we create the purest and healthiest drinking water using Mother Nature's brilliant water filtration process. So, sounds good to me. I put my money in it. I'm going to give it a shot. So first, let's talk about price. Zen website, you can purchase this. I actually purchased mine on Amazon. On Zen, the 4-gallon countertop water filtration system, I paid $129.95 for. You can buy the same thing, $129.95 on Amazon or on the Zen website. It did come with all the necessary filters. However, of course, you're going to have to replace filters every now and then. There is a ceramic dome filter. You can purchase that on Amazon for $21.99. You can purchase it on the Zen website for $27.95. That should last you about a year or about 1,000 gallons. There's also the 5-stage mineral filter. This is $16.99 on Amazon and $28.95 on the Zen website. Should last for about 6 months or 500 gallons. The MyFan mineral stones on the Zen website was only $27.95, but they didn't specify the size. It's about the same size that came with the kit that I purchased. It was about 1/4 pound of the mineral stones. If you purchase on Amazon, it's $39.95, but it specifically says that you get 1.06 pounds. Could be 4 times as much for that $39.95. So as usual, there's going to be some ongoing costs. There is no standard filter that you can purchase, so you'll need to purchase the Zen brand of filters. But what an amazing filtration system this is. In the Zen Water System, there are 8 areas of water purification and enhancement. The first stage is the microceramic filter. This is a dome that sits on the top compartment and filters larger impurities before it even makes it to the 5-stage filter. Zen claims that the pore size is between 0.2 to 0.9 microns in size, and this is going to trap and filter out dirt and sediment and larger contaminants before it ever makes it to that 5-stage filter. This is real science. We see lots of similar filters in other filtration systems. This one seems to be a bit larger and it's a bit separated, so that makes it a little bit unique. But certainly we'll call this real science. It seems to make sense and seems to work as advertised. The next 5 filtration steps are in that 5-stage filter. The second step is the natural zeolite. Now, Zen claims that zeolite is formed when volcanic rocks and ash layers react with alkaline groundwater. This is a microsponge and it traps toxins, absorbs free radicals, and viral particles. For the most part, I find this to be real science. My research shows that natural zeolite is a very common substance used in other filtration systems, and it does have the properties associated with alkalizing water as well as trapping particulates. The next stage is far infrared balls. Zen claims that this ionizes and helps activate water molecules in human cells and blood. They further claim that far infrared minerals are known to promote growth and health of living cells. It ionizes and helps activate water molecules in human cells and blood. Far infrared is also known to increase the processing enzyme activity in our digestive tract, as well as boost metabolism. There's lots of mystical jargon around the anti-aging, increased oxygen in the blood, resistance to infectious diseases type of conversation, but I could find no credible science talking about that. Stage 4 is the silica sand. Zen claims this neutralizes acidic elements to create optimal pH and balance. Well, that seems to be real science. Silica sand is commonly used in many different types of filtration and water purification systems. Stage 5 is mineral sand. Zen claims that it enhances water with micronutrient elements. They further claim that mineral sand contains superb absorbent qualities to remove granular impurities and to enhance water with micronutrient elements such as calcium, iron, zinc, magnesium, selenium, and copper. This does seem to be real science. There are quite a few references and papers acknowledging that mineral coatings on sand particles encourage microbial activity and are used to treat groundwater for drinking. Stage 6. Silver impregnated, granulated, activated carbon. There's a mouthful. Zen claims that it purifies water by eliminating chlorine, bad taste, foul odors, leaves the water crispy clean with a mountain fresh flavor. Seems to be real science. Again, nothing new here. Carbon filters are the standard for water filtration. You'll see most water filtration have some sort of carbon filtration. While activated carbon is great, though, at removing unwanted minerals from drinking water, bacteria does tend to grow on it, thus turning this good into a negative. So the carbon itself then can become a pollutant, but this problem can be solved by silver impregnation. So A+ for silver impregnation. This is great for active carbon, and it does keep it healthier longer. Stage 7, Myfan mineral stones. These reside in their own area in the bottom of the water tank in their own case. Zen claims that the Myfan stones have been used in Asia for many centuries for water purification, medicinal, and healing purposes. These stones contain over 40 different types of trace elements, including calcium, magnesium, potassium, zinc, and iron that are essential for the human body and circulation. Known as stones of health or cell detergents, Myfan stones are known to raise alkalinity levels and to provide multiple different types of healing properties. Let's call this semi-validated. Of course, filtered water lacks the essential minerals that our body needs. In nature, we'd find natural mineral water that had been filtered by nature. Those same natural processes that are going to do the filtration are also going to provide lots of natural minerals. It does seem that these types of stones do contain an abundance of minerals that are essential to the human body, such as the calcium, iron, zinc, magnesium, copper, and selenium. Of note, I've been using mineral additive to water for a long time, so I do recognize this need. I just think they could have done without some of the hype about cell scrubbing, anti-aging, and the rest. Otherwise, seems like a good idea, and it does seem to add that flavor to the water. Stage 8. Believe it or not, there's a magnet in the tap. So again, Zen claims that the water flows through a magnet in the tap. A magnet is encased in the nut of the spigot. As water gets dispensed and passed through the encased magnet, the magnetic field restructures the water molecule clusters into smaller molecule clusters, allowing the cells in the body to absorb the water easier and leads to better hydration. You're not surprised, I could find no credible evidence that this works. However, there are a lot of commercially available magnetic water softeners and lots of companies willing to sell you magnets for all sorts of healing and restorative properties. Couldn't find any science on it that would be reliable, so we'll discount that. However, just like with the infrared balls, there is no evidence that it's going to cause any harm either way. One final note, there was a question and answer. One of those questions was, does the system remove fluoride? The answer is, although that does take out many of the impurities, fluoride is fully dissolved in water, and therefore any fluoridated water, that fluoride will pass through and it will be in the final product that you're drinking. So fluoridated water will remain fluoridated. To summarize, I have probably gone a bit overboard with the Zen water system. I really can't find any credible evidence on the far infrared balls or the mineral stones or the magnetic tap. However, I have to say this, on pure taste and thirst quenching, this is fantastic. The water tastes great. For whatever reason, whether it's the filtration, which seems to be impeccable, or the far infrared balls or the magnet, I don't know, but it definitely tastes good. It's thirst quenching. I've shared it with other family and friends, and I actually get the same response, like this is really good water. The mineral stones do their part in adding just a touch of that mineral flavor to the water that you really like. For me, the Zen water system is a thumbs up. I enjoyed it. I liked it. I continue to use it. It's now a part of my everyday routine. That's where I'm getting my water from. I hope you found this video interesting and useful for your own health journey. I will be doing some other videos shortly on water. I hope you come back and see those. Also, if you or anyone you know has persistent joint pain like I've had with shoulders and knees, I want to recommend you watch the video on BPC-157. I continue to experience benefits from this peptide, and I really want to share it with anyone who has similar joint pain as I do. It's been a real help for me. Also, please subscribe. I really do want to keep sharing new health-changing products and information with you, and please hit notify so you don't miss any future episodes. Thank you again for watching and being a part of Chasing Health and Longevity.